Hi again, Dominators. This is my second attack against Eminent Domain. It's extremely epic war. We are neck to neck with the top 100 alliance, and this is my second attack. And first one was number 3. That was very difficult base. This one is actually much more straightforward. And without further ado, I will jump into the War Academy. So, first of all, let me explain my thinking about approaching the base. So you can see here basically that the center of the base is here around the second bunker and the tank depot. And this is important to know because, as you can see here, these triangles, these are the airspaces in DomiNations. So the base is divided into 4. And I want to approach the base so from the area that the planes, my fighter planes, could support my regular army, because the fighter planes work best against enemy infantry or enemy troops. So if I approach actually from this side, then all this area here, wherever my troops are and the enemy troops are coming, I can always support with my fighter planes. So thus I will actually have my troop spawn here, and I will use and also what is important to see that this troop spawn is just slightly out of the tower range, so I can safely start here with officers spawn, because the fastest way to demolish the base is actually start with officers, but if they are safe. At this point they are safe, so I can start safely with officers. As the next move, I would use the blitzkrieg on top of the Acropolis here, because this placement on this edge here can cover everything. It can cover the fort, all these tank depots and everything, because tank depots actually have an extremely large range, so it's good to get all of this covered. This fort, to be honest, this is not that big of a deal, because my army wouldn't reach it anyways fast enough. But the best placement is here. You could put it a bit further to the northeast as well, but it doesn't really matter. So as a second step, I can just do small details, because if I have a fast 6-7 second drop, I have time to have some fun with my planes, so I can clear the way, because this is the only tower that protects my against the air units in this area, so I can clear it out if I have time for that. Then I need to make way with my fighter planes by demolishing this bunker. But before I can do that, if my officers haven't cleared up the air defenses here, I will use sabotage here to defend my fighter planes. Then I will run through this bunker with my 4 fighter planes, and then I have a perfect location for this rally. And you can see that this rally is, you know, basically the center of all the 4 mortars. So what I need to make sure of is that if this mortar, for example, and this mortar, they might be even cleared out. If they are not, I would use 1 sabotage here and one here next to the down center, because 2 mortars is okay, because I have protect on my howitzers as well, so my 3 healing or supply trucks can actually deal with the 2 mortars, no problem. Then after my troops are rallied, I need to use the sabotage, as I said, on the town center, because my howitzers cannot come to the range of the town center before I have actually disabled it. After that, when the troops are here, I will just use protect and gladiator strength, and basically the battle is done. Everything after this is already fine-tuning. What I would do is I use probably somewhere here decoy, because this is when my troops are here, this protects me from if for some reason the town center troops should come out, or whatever troops are spawning from bottom as well as from the top. if my troops have cleared the way already fast enough towards the fort, I would probably use the decoy somewhere in this area, but that will depend on the battle. After decoy, I can use the second sabotage if the town center is still intact, to make sure that there's nothing spawning, and also then one sabotage here against the fourth anti-air defense, and if it reaches also this bottom garrison, but that is not relevant. The main thing is the fourth and the anti-tank guns and these guys. So basically this is the war plan. Let's see how we do. So first of all, the tactics and the mercenary screen. So as usual, 6 Jagdpanzers, and I still have my Khan as well. And from the tactics I use 4 sabotage, 1 protect, and decoy. I believe this is the best mix at the moment. So going with the 3-finger drop. The time is quite important. Let's see, and it's around 7 seconds. So not bad, but not the best either. Blitzkrieg was slightly late. Heavy tank got out, so I wasted a bit time there. But nevertheless, it doesn't really matter. 1 heavy tank is not a big deal against my army. Also, you can see that I was a bit late with the fighter planes, and I couldn't take care of the tower here I was thinking to use with my fighter planes. But other than that, I mean, the battle was pretty easy, and you can see the perfect sabotage use here. That actually got all the buildings I was aiming for. And now basically you can see the Forbidden City and the town center were clearly too close to each other. As you can see, as you saw from the War Academy screen, that we had this perfect rally location where I can take down half the city just like that. And as you can see, up to this point I haven't basically lost. I have only lost 8 ranged infantry, and that's it. But from the bottom here, from the factories, I wasn't careful enough, so some of the heavy tanks actually got to deal damage to my howitzers before I was able to take them out with my fighter planes. So still lost some of the troops, but this was already a detail. Thanks.